Today I will be defining what real leadership is and then challenge you to embody those qualities in everyday situations. Leadership is a term that's often thrown around, but what does it really mean to lead? I think we've all been in situations where we've followed someone, but not because we had to, not because they had some title or power over us, but because we genuinely wanted to. That's what real leadership is all about. It's about inspiring others, not just giving orders. In today's fast-paced environment, this kind of leadership is more crucial than ever. One of the biggest misconceptions about leadership is that it's all about authority. Just because someone has a title doesn't mean they're a leader. Think about it. Have you ever had a boss who was in charge, but you wouldn't follow them out of the office? That's not leadership. Influence is what matters, not just a position on an organization chart. Another misconception is that leaders have to have all the answers. That's just not true. Great leaders are those who can bring out the best in others, who can facilitate conversations and make tough decisions when needed. Effective leaders face a lot of challenges, from managing conflicting priorities to keeping their teams motivated. It's not easy, and it's not something you can just learn from a book. It takes experience, self-awareness, and a willingness to adapt. I've seen so many leaders struggle with this, trying to fit into a mold of what they think a leader should be, rather than being their authentic selves. The truth is, leadership is not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing. What works for one team or organization might not work for another. That's why it's so important to understand the people you're leading and to be flexible. You can't just dictate orders and expect people to follow. You have to build trust, and that takes time. So, what does real leadership look like? For starters, it looks like empathy. A leader who can put themselves in someone else's shoes and understand where they're coming from. It looks like authenticity, being true to yourself and not trying to be someone you're not. And it looks like vision, having a clear idea of where you want to go and being able to communicate that to others in a way that inspires them. Let's take the example of a CEO, my husband relieved face, who transformed his company by putting his employees first. He realized that they were his greatest asset, and that by investing in them, he could build a loyal and motivated team. He started by listening to their concerns, and then he worked to address them. He created a culture of openness and transparency, where everyone felt valued and heard. The result was a huge increase in productivity and employee satisfaction. This story shows us that real leadership isn't just about making money or achieving some goal, it's about people. It's about building relationships, creating a positive work environment, and making a difference in the lives of those around you. When you lead with empathy, authenticity, and vision, you can achieve amazing things. The impact of real leadership can be seen in many areas, not just in business, but in our communities, our families, and our personal lives. When we lead with intention and purpose, we can create a ripple effect that inspires others to do the same.